Township. I welcome you all here today, and I'm going to turn it over to Alex, who's going to say a few words.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the people who went through Hell's Gate with me. For all of you that are receiving us here with warmth and food. We are going down the Fraser River to get back our salmon. We're going to walk to the Cohen Commission and demand the disease information from the Commission, because salmon farms have had a secret now for 18 years, and it's time we were let in on it. And so I guess this is what it takes to inspire people, because all we have to do is thousands of us walk to the Cohen Commission and say we demand those records. 1 hour walk, thousands of people, done. Martin Luther King, Gandhi showed us how to do it. That's all we need to do. So everyone, reach out to your friends, have them reach out to their friends, and let's make that thousands. But I have to highlight Elena Edwards, whose vision we are now drenched in. This was her idea to go down this river. It has been an enormously tough slog, and I don't know if you feel like saying a few words, Elena. That would be really great. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. What I would say is, as I was driving out here, it occurred to me that it was just 6 months ago that I was here departing from Hope on my way to meet you in Sydney. And to realize that 6 months later, you're now here and about to embark on that journey and connect with the river and the salmon that you've been fighting so strongly for, and that the people can come together the way they have here, and that they will continue to come together all along the river. It gives me hope. That's why we're here. So thank you.
I'm going to ask one more speaker, but first I'd like to introduce you to our drum and song group, the Chihuahua youth of our nation, and we've got Nelson Leon is from Chehalis, but he's been our lead drum for the last 2 years, and this is part of our group, and they'd like to perform for you. They're going to, maybe they could do one song we could hear from Mr. Chamberlain, and then we'll do a dinner song, because I'm thinking dinner might be ready. So is that okay with everyone?
That's great.
Okay.
ACM, CIA, H. Squalwell, we Yomi, to Soft Tumuk, Kaka Tumuk to E. The song that we'd like to share with you is a welcome song. To officially welcome each and every one of you to this beautiful event. And the words in this song is to honor the spirit of the eagle, spirit of the wolf, strong icons in our culture here in Chihuahua. It also says that we come from Chihuahua, and that everything that you see is sacred to us, including the land, including the teachings, the songs. So it's not really a form of entertainment, it's more or less a sharing of our culture, and to let you know that we are proud of who we are, and we carry ourselves to the best of our abilities within the teachings of our elders. So again, this is the Chihuahua welcome song. Sparkishly stood Kayashvali, turning some back Sparkishly stood Kayashvali, turning Asa, Isala, Cleve.
Thank you. So if we could hear from Chief Bob Chamberlain.
Gela Kaisla Hamas Lo Palatli, Nugua Oa di Gaislaka Purpasutin of the Platmis, Muskamok Dowdin. Gela Kaisla Chawasa Lo Palatli, like Yukuma, we not make a Nunmakolas Quatnala. All the Gala folk with Massins, Dudako, Gingin on a Dunklatins. My traditional name is Owadi. I'm the elected chief of the Quitlasutin of the Platmis First Nation. Many of you may know our territories as the Broughton Archipelago. We have a very large problem there, and that's the fish farms that have been killing the wild salmon in our territories. I thank the Chwathal people for having us Nunwakolas, or letting us into the territory so we can find the solutions that we need, have acknowledged the young children and how wonderful it is to hear them sing. And it is through the drum and through the voice we give life to the traditions which are our people. And these rites and these songs come down to us through our stories of origin. My Uncle Michael has always taught me that there's not one origin story that's more important than the other. They all just are. And I think what it does, or what I know that it does, and I'm very certain that it is for the Chwathal people, is the songs and traditions tie them to this land. And this is where the flow of identity comes from. And when I turn and I look at the river, and I know that the salmon that river produces to help build the foundation for the culture that our family First Nation here has, it's very much the same for the people in our territory. We have abundant salmon stocks, or I should say we had abundant salmon stocks. And the one thing that's occurred in our territory, that the only new thing going on in the past 30 years is the fish farms. And what we need is, very much like what we're experiencing through the get-out migration, through this particular component of that, and how important it is that we come and bring our understanding and bring our passion for our wild salmon and find kindred spirits, other nations that rely upon the same resources that we do. And we face the same challenges with Department of Fisheries and Oceans now. They've largely ignored Aboriginal title and rights when it comes to the issuance of licenses. They've ignored their own Supreme Court of Canada rulings, just as the province of BC has. Now I look at that and I can say that, to me, that is the common thread that we all can embrace. As British Columbians, as Canadians living in something that Canada wants to portray to the world as a democracy, the governments thumb their nose at their own highest court rulings. And to me, that's unacceptable. To me, as a leader of our people, we must advance our concerns. We must safeguard our territories. And in the face of a government that wants to disregard their own laws, it's quite troubling. And that's one of the messages I'd like to get out to everyone, First Nations and non-First Nations alike. I'm very happy to see people here tonight that have made their way in busy times in their lives to be here. I'm really happy that we're doing this. And I'm really happy that we're going to be marching on the day the Cohen Inquiry opens in Vancouver, because I think what's happened now is the world is focused on this incredible sockeye run that's come back. And what we need to do is underline the fact that that is a very rare occurrence. It's not something that we can bank on. And when I turn and I look to the rhetoric that we've had to endure from